Oh man, this week is going along. Already Thursday. It's already Thursday, and it'll be coming to a close soon. Coming to a close soon. I have 5 more weeks. 5 more weeks left of my uh, cybersecurity boot camp. So that is has been intense. It has been really intense, and I guess if things aren't intense, it's not always worth it, right? It's all of the hard work and effort that I had to put in during the course, all the money that I had to pay and fork out for the course, and then not just that, afterwards, I still have at least a minimum of 4 certifications that I need to get, pay for, and so that I could move on to my cybersecurity career. So after next month, I'll be not trying. I'm trying to get rid of the term trying. It's way too late in life to talk about what you're going to be trying to do. Right? You're either doing it or you're not, and you have to be solid in your answers, very decisive when it comes to creating the life that you want. You're either doing something or you're not doing something. Don't leave a lot of wiggle room in between. You leave a lot of wiggle room in between, it just leaves space for comfort, right? And if you, I have no idea what was going on with the connection as far as that's concerned, but what I was saying, the point I was trying to make, is that trying does not get you results. Right? Doing gets results, right? So you're either doing something or you're not doing something. And when you're decisive about your decisions, you go through whatever obstacles you need to go through. Right? Why talk about how you're going to, right? Leaving room for you not to achieve your goal, leaving room for you to make excuses, leaving room for you to be lazy in your efforts. A year ago, a little bit less than a year ago, November of last year, when I began my cybersecurity course, I said that I'm going to have a career in cybersecurity. And without a doubt, every single month, every single exam that I've taken and every concept that I've studied in has not been easy. All of it has been difficult because it's all new to me, right? So, my career is 20 plus in law enforcement. If you want to talk law enforcement, I got you all day long. All the concepts of safety, security, law enforcement, I could talk about them all day long. But those are my comfort points. Those are my comfort points. Cybersecurity is my uncomfort point. And being that I am launching the second half of my life, revitalizing my brain and my body, these are the challenges that I personally need to take on. And I think that everybody needs to take on certain challenges if you want to grow in your life, right? How are you supposed to grow? How are you supposed to become more than what you currently are if you don't put yourself through a little stuff? And I'm not talking about bad stuff. Most people put themselves through bad stuff, a bunch of unnecessary drama from very poor decision making, right? Most people put themselves through that. I'm not telling you to put yourself through unnecessary drama. What I'm trying to tell you to do is to challenge yourself, to know what you want and get crystal clear on what you want in your life, right? Why when you get crystal clear on what you want in your life? I mean, if you have to, take the day off, take the week off, take the month off, sit down and figure out exactly what you want. Figure out what makes you feel good. Figure out what you're good at, right? Figure out your strong points. Figure out your weak points. Figure out all of the things that you feel what you currently are, right? And not just what would satisfy you, not just what would satisfy you, right? But think of something that you could do, a person that you could become, that at the end of the day, you have given value to the world, to your group, to your niche, right? Because value is being happy. Trust me. When you give value to something and you're appreciated for the value that you have given, or even if you're not appreciated, you know that people are moving forward because of the content and value that you have supplied in their life. That in itself is a phenomenal feeling, and it's always been a phenomenal feeling for me to know that somebody is moving forward because of something that I've said or something that I've done. You know, see, I don't live with that scarce mentality. People who run around and they don't want to share their knowledge, right? Or they're hating on people who are doing better than them. Those people, they're never going to have the life that they want because they're always sitting there and they're comparing themselves to others, right? And not only are they comparing themselves to others, every time someone else wins, they feel like they are losing. And I don't know, I feel just the opposite. When I see someone else winning, I literally get inspired to work harder. Now I know for sure that I can do it, right? Just think about that. When somebody else is winning, all that does is solidify the path that what you want is possible, right? Because we are all the same being, right? We are all the same being. We are all one big giant consciousness, right? And I say that in a general sense, meaning that have you ever had an idea that you thought about long and hard and you never acted upon, and then the next thing you know, you see somebody who has implemented that same idea to the T? That itself tells me that we are one big giant consciousness, sharing great thoughts, sharing great ideas, sharing new concepts, right? And growing together as one big unit. So when you give value, when you contribute to people, you're only giving to yourself. You're only giving to your own growth. And a lot of people don't get that, right? How can it possibly be scarcity out here in the universe if the universe is unlimited, right? And if we're all sharing the same resources, right, as one person. So I don't know. Yeah, that's just my philosophy, and it keeps me going. It keeps me going. It keeps me working hard. It keeps me giving value, right? It keeps me from ever being discouraged from somebody achieving something spectacular before I achieve something spectacular. And another thing that a lot of people don't get, right? There's no crime in somebody making money faster than you. There's no crime in somebody being successful faster than you. There's no crime in that. You work at your pace. You work at your pace, right? Your pace, your life, don't compare. You become successful as a group, but on your own. Okay? If you guys understand what I'm talking about. And if you don't, let me break it down just a little bit. What I mean is that you're not going to be alone when you succeed, right? If you truly succeed at a high level, They're going to be contributing factors to your success. And those contributing factors are going to be other people. Other people are going to be contributing to your success if it's success of a high level, right? And after that success of a high level, it is going to take you personally giving 100% of yourself to that venture to create success, right? You're not just going to have other people work for you and sit back and be successful. No, it's not going to work that way, right? You're going to have to put in a lot of work and a lot of effort, and you're always going to have to keep your finger on the pulse of success. You're just going to have to do it, you know? And so I think that is something to keep in mind when you are striving, right? Something to keep in mind so that you don't start comparing, right? And one of the things that I think about all the time is you do not know what people are going through in their life. You don't know what trauma they're living, right? You don't know what kind of fake face they're putting out there for you to see their front. You know, a lot of people judge people from their social media posts, Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all of those social media posts where they post all these different snapshots of how incredible their life is, how phenomenal their marriage is, how awesome they're reaching another anniversary with their loved one and show and all happiness, right? And you look at that and you start judging yourself. You start judging your relationship. You start judging your finances and your bank accounts and your vacations and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you something. It's all relevant to the point of where none of that matters because that is just a picture, a snapshot. And you are not really seeing into that person's life. You're just seeing the face that they want to show you. Yeah? And so my default is happy. And I am happy 90% of my day. I'm very happy. Okay? And most of my life over the last 10 years, I've been extremely overjoyed with life. But I've still had many moments of unhappiness, many moments, not a lot of moments of angry, but a lot of moments of melancholy, sadness, right? Distraught, confusion, frustration, right? It is the human condition, right? We have all of that. We have all of those feelings that we go through, and the deal is this: I don't show that to the public all the time, and the reason why I don't show it to the public all the time is because a lot of times when you show all your negative conditions to people, they like to comment on it, talk about it, and it's not that you make you feel better. It's the fact that people like to hear sad stories. People like to hear about other people being miserable and going through different plights in life. It's like a big giant soap opera to a lot of people. So that is why I don't share a lot of that stuff with people because then they begin to spark up conversations and they begin to talk about it. And then when they begin to talk about it, you begin to think about it. And then that becomes the image you try to output to people, right? It begins to persist. That sadness and the melancholy and the frustration, it begins to persist in your life. So that is why I don't always put that out there to people. You know, some of the closest people that I am to, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't even put that out there to them most of the time. I mean, people who know me, and they know if I'm going through something, right? But most of the time, That is something that I compartmentalize and I keep to myself, and I deal with it. I figure it out, you know. And the way that I figure it out is that I am always scripting, talking to myself, working through scenarios, figuring things out, right? That is what the emotions are. And I'm in the emotion. So I'm feeling the emotion of anger. I'm feeling the emotion of sad, of frustrated, of disappointment. I'm feeling all those emotions, but at the same time, I'm writing it out. I'm writing it out as I talk to myself and I have conversations with myself, and I figure out exactly what I'm going to do next, right? Because you feel what you're going to feel. That's just life, right? Emotions are emotions, and you feel what you're going to feel. But it is your actions behind the emotion that know why it can continually disconnect. But I am on 5G, so and I am on my phone, and I am driving and trying to figure this all out as I go. But anyway, I am going to be wrapping this up, yeah, because in the evening commute, people get a little bit crazy in the evening commute. So I'm gonna do a little bit more concentrating uh, and wrap this up for the day. Well, listen, man, make sure you guys check me out tonight on Spotify. I'll be on Spotify tonight with my daily podcast. It's the Top 25 Mistakes podcast by Lieutenant Salvo. That's on Spotify. So hop on over there and check it out. All right. Grab my book, Top 25 Mistakes, and Route to the Good Life. Excellent read. And also, I have an audio book as well. Top 25 Mistakes audio book, right? So you can just listen to that, work out, listen to it, drive, listen to it, take a walk in nature, listen to it. That's a great audio book to check out. And especially now, I'm actually translating my entire book into Spanish. So I'll have that out. That'll be launching September 1st. I'm looking at the launching date for that as well. So anyway, that's it, man. This is Lieutenant Sound. I'm wrapping it up, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, you guys have a great evening. All right, good night.